Hi, I'm Tim Carter, W3ATV, and I want to talk a little bit about a CW pileup. I had my first one happen to me yesterday afternoon, and it was really exciting. And the funny thing is, I wasn't prepared for it, and I didn't know what to do. And let me tell you what happened. So I came up to my shack here, and I only had a few minutes to do a QSO before leaving to go to my regular monthly club meeting, ham club meeting. And so I get on 20 meters and send out CQ and didn't find anything. And then I went to 40 meters, tried 7058, didn't get anything. Dropped down to 7050, sent out a CQ. And then I heard somebody come back, they had tuned their antenna. And if you've not heard what that sounds like, you'll just hear a tone. And I've been doing it 4 months now, and I knew somebody was tuning up. I figured they had heard me, and they wanted to come back. So I sent another very short CQ, and they came back, and I wrote it down. It was right here. His call sign was N1EFX. So N1EFX is who came back. And all of a sudden, it's like the radio exploded. And there were at least 3 other people that were coming back with my call sign, and they were stepping on each other. It's just what it is. It was a pileup. And I didn't know what to do. I froze. So I'm almost embarrassed to say I turned the radio off, and I leave to go to the meeting, and I get on the radio, my 2-meter radio in my truck, and I thought maybe my mentor, Jim Cluett, W1PID, might be on the air, and sure enough he was. And I asked him if he was going to be near a phone, and I'd call him, and he just says, well, he's driving to the meeting. So I said, well, I'll talk to you there. So I get to the meeting, tell him what happened, and I thought he would laugh. And he just I think he had low blood sugar. And anyway, he just said, well, that's kind of normal. And he just said, and I just said, I didn't know what to do. What should I have done? And he said, well, could you hear, anybody or just part of somebody's call sign? Because what you do is, he said, go back to them, just send back that part of the call sign with a question mark, and then they'll come back and you'll find out who they are. And the other guys who are in the pileup, they'll just kind of patiently wait, and they'll try to snag you after you're finished with that quick QSO. So just send a quick QSO. Don't goof around. Don't sit there and rag chew. Just exchange the essentials. Your RST. Your QTH, where you're at, so they know who you are, so they can kind of verify who you are, and the rest will happen. It'll be magical. So that's I think that's some pretty good advice. So the learning lesson for me was I wasn't prepared. I had never really thought about what might happen, and it really caught me by surprise. So I hope you have a pileup. I was so excited. I was like yipping and yelling, and I was like a little schoolgirl. It was really exciting. So I hope the same thing happens to you. I hope you remember your first pileup, and I hope that you watch this video before it happens so you know what to do. I'm Tim Carter, Whiskey 3 Alpha Tango Bravo, clear.